Let's start things off in the district where the first January 6th Capitol riot defendant to stand trial, Guy Reffitt, faces federal charges and family drama as his children are set to testify against him.
Guy Wesley Reffitt gets his day in federal district court on Monday, and two key witnesses say prosecutors plan to testify against Reffitt, his own son and daughter.
I do think what he was doing, he thought was right. But in the end, what he was doing was not right for himself or his family or the country even.
I do think what he was doing he thought was right, maybe like the lowest bar. I think everybody thinks what they're doing is right in the moment. But you know you stepped in it when the two people who exist thanks to you are sick of your mess. Salute to his children, because I know that couldn't have been the easiest decision, especially since Guy Reffitt allegedly threatened them if they talked.
It was days after the Capitol breach that an FBI agent called to ask if his dad was there on January 6th. Jackson told him yes, even after Guy Reffitt threatened him and his younger sister, telling them traitors get shot.
Guy said, "I brought you into this world, I take you out." I used to hear that just for touching the radio on Sunday mornings. Now, I'd testify against my dad, too, if he threatened to shoot me. He can't ground anybody from federal prison. Now, Guy might be the one spending years in timeout when it's all said and done. We're headed to the liquor store for this next story because, quite frankly, it's been that kind of Monday. The Virginia Alcoholic Beverage Control Authority and Montgomery County, Maryland, have each announced bans on Russian-made vodka brands.
Now, in response to the escalating violence, some local jurisdictions are implementing bans on Russian products, namely vodka. Liquor stores in Virginia and Montgomery County, Maryland, are pulling Russian-made vodka off their shelves. Virginia ABC removing 7 brands from its stores.
Liquor sanctions, that's a new one. Maybe that's why they banned me from party time back in 2006. I don't think this is going to be what stems the tide. We are not drinking take down the machine amounts of vodka, are we? If so, then it's probably time for an intervention. That's what worked for me back in 2005. It's almost stereotypical that they chose vodka. I wish I could see how those strategy sessions went. What is the most Russian thing that we can ban? We like Alexander Ovechkin, so that's out. What about those big fuzzy hats? Do Russians still wear those big fuzzy hats? Do they like ukuleles? I got it. Vodka. Let's ban the one import that Americans will actually miss. What about wooden shoes? Do they do wooden? That's the Netherlands. All right, I need to work on my countries and my instant mental attachments. All I know is the brunch crowds this weekend won't be able to order Moscow mules. They'll have to drink Freedom Mules from now on. Made from Tito's, the finest American vodka. Now, I chose this last story out of San Diego, California, because we're already on the topic of banned substances. U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents seized nearly $3 million worth of methamphetamine. $3 million worth of meth, good Lord, that's a lot. That was hidden inside a shipment of onions. Man, it is enough to bring tears to your eyes. They caught the zestiest drug smuggler of all time. He was ready to make a profit and a mean pot of French onion stew. Now, if you're trying to hide the smell of drugs, hiding them in onions sounds like a pretty good idea, but I do feel bad for the dogs that had to sniff that shipment. They don't get paid nearly enough. Having a great sense of smell is both a blessing and a curse. This guy does get high marks for creativity. He better hope his lawyer is resourceful too, because if not, he's about to be locked up in prison hanging out with my man Guy. My favorite story, the kids reporting their domestic terrorist daddy and testifying against him, because I am all in on family drama, from Maury to Springer. But mostly I love when somebody does the right thing. They should make that into a movie, even if it ends up on Lifetime. All is fair.